I think a choreographer is someone who is an artist. They express and create stories based on their own experiences, other fairy tales or other stories, nonfiction and fiction. Somebody who kind of creates another world within our world. I think that's the best way to describe a choreographer. I think what I find makes a good choreographer is the knowledge they use to create a piece. Everybody has different experiences and different amounts of knowledge. I think the way they use it, the way the intricacies, I think within their choreography, it's almost like playing a chess game, and there's so many moving pieces, and the way they sort of organize those pieces to win the game is so interesting to me, how they sort of create this whole ballet or these patterns and everything. So it's that sort of knowledge that they have to create a piece is, I think, some of the things that make a really great choreographer. The process varies between each dancer and each choreographer. There are some choreographers that know exactly what they want. They have it all planned out. They've done a workshop to create material. I know Gemma Bond, who I recently worked with, workshopped some movement in her basement during this time. And then she sort of like gave it to us, and then she made like little edits. And so she would then find, changes she would make depending on how we sort of interpreted the movement. So it varies. Some choreographers, really just want to see the dancer move, and, they'll have them do some improv or whatever, and then they'll sort of formulate a piece based off of all of that. I think the sky's the limit in terms of creativity. There's so much that you can do within a stage, a theater, as we are becoming a more developed civilization. We're starting to add in newer technologies, newer things, newer sets, and all those costumes into dance. So I think it's really interesting to see, and I think there's not many limitations, but got to be realistic. Well, one of my favorite choreographers, his name is David Dawson. Um, he's very popular in Europe, and I think he's done a few things in the States. I think William Forsythe. He's just a genius. He's created so much and inspired so many. Ohad, another genius. I think, and recently I came across, I know of him and he's a popular choreographer, but Paul Lightfoot, I think he recently just retired from NDT. So I think he's created some really beautiful things. And I'll add a fifth person, Martha Graham. At LaGuardia High School, I did experience some Graham technique. And I think the concept behind her work is really beautiful. And she just seems like a really interesting person. So Kevin asked me to take on this new leadership role, and I was hesitant, I think, at first, but then I was really excited shortly after. So Incubator is a program that David Hallberg has started to bring in new choreography, sort of tap into the talents from within American Ballet Theater to, and sort of push people to get their creative juices going, and to sort of search outside of ABT for new and upcoming choreographers and to sort of highlight them and spotlight them. I'm really excited to take on this role and sort of, add my touch to it. David has created something really special, and he's, left some big shoes to fill. So it's going to be a learning experience in the beginning, and I'm also at the same time I'm really happy to sort of steer it in my own way. And yeah.